Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here on YouTube. Folks, today we are talking Nervos Networks CKB, and this is going to be more of an update video and kind of a piggyback off of yesterday's video. Currently, we are seeing price trade around 0.0266-ish, and we can see that things are still looking good. Before we get into all of this, though, check me out on Twitter at Real6Fig. This is where I'm dropping news, charts, bits of information, things I find interesting. Also, big shout out to Crypto Airborne at Crypto_Airborne. He has a giveaway planned for tonight on his live stream. So go to Twitter, go to Crypto Airborne's Twitter handle, follow the instructions to enter, and he will be drawing live tonight on his live stream. I will be popping in on that live stream a little bit for a few minutes, I think. I haven't really gotten the details from him, but nonetheless, let's go back to the TA. Weekly's looking good, folks. Daily, it's looking good. Like I've been saying, I do think that more time is needed to consolidate a little bit closer to the shoulder of this cloud before we will see price action make another move upwards. Everything is looking good. We do kind of have a very similar structure of price as we had with this whole run up here. We can see that the conversion and the baselines are acting almost the same. We can just kind of see the same general tops and bottom forming. So it wouldn't surprise me to really see this thing kind of play out in some sort of pennant style consolidation. I do think that the 17th, 18th, somewhere in there, maybe the 19th, might be an important date, and it might be a pivot point for price action to prepare for the next run-up. Who knows? We won't know until we know. So daily's looking good. Let's look at the 4-hour chart, and we can see that back on the 10th, when we had a series of nasty corrective waves hit, price action bounced above the cloud. And this is exactly the type of thing I like to see. Price action trying to avoid the cloud, trying to prevent any pass-through of the cloud. Because once you get through the cloud, it's always a pain to try and break back up out of the cloud. So right now we do have price action testing this 50 moving average. So this is going to get interesting to see if this holds. And if it does, I do think that we will get ready to see another bounce here, possibly over this cloud. Now, I do think that we are definitely going to be seeing some sort of flag here, or possibly some sort of ascending triangle that is forming. Right now, I think you could easily make the argument that there is a flag forming, but we could also make the argument that maybe, just maybe, there may be some sort of ascending triangle forming here as well. So when we start thinking of ascending triangles and things like that, usually we will not see price action ride an ascending triangle all the way out to the end and then take off up or down direction. Usually it's this 1/3 area that I like to see price action make a decision. Bear with me one second. To move up or out of this triangle. So I do think things are still looking really good, and I do think that we might possibly see this bounce one more time off the 0.033-ish level, and we might see another bounce off the 0.029 level, and then it's going to be game on to the next level. And you can see that that's right around the 17th. So obviously, if we see CKB taking off early, that would be good too. I mean, hey, I'm just like anyone. I like to see profits coming in ASAP. So, I mean, CKB is just really in this sideways trading pattern right now. As long as the market and as long as Bitcoin can keep its act together, I think we'll be fine. And speaking of Bitcoin, let's just take a quick peek at it just to kind of see what it is doing here. And with Bitcoin, I mean, man, Bitcoin is being Bitcoin. I'm hoping that we can see somewhat of a little cup and handle form here. So we might see Bitcoin maybe wander on down to the $61,000, $62,000 level for a bounce off of this 200 moving average. And I do think that there may be a chance for a cup and handle formation here, but beware, there is almost like a possible, the neckline's really not there, but there could be somewhat of an argument that a right shoulder could be forming, or maybe some sort of messed up head and shoulders pattern is forming. So really, Bitcoin is kind of in this weird channel that was a rising wedge, and it's, I don't know if it's manipulation or what, but we are kind of seeing this widening megaphone style channel kind of emerge from all this. So yeah, I do think that if Bitcoin can hold at 200 moving average, I do think that this thing is really in a position to maybe, see the $75,000, $80,000 level over the next few days. But who knows if it doesn't hold this 200 and we get a death cross, because that's what would be coming next, a significant drop off in price. We can see that price action has struck the 50 moving average, and if it doesn't hold the 200 and we see price action fall right through the 200, we will have a death cross. And basically, here is an example of a death cross price action struck through the 50 and the 200, and you can just see how devastating that was short term for price action. So, don't be alarmed if we see a little bit of a pullback even to maybe some of these mid 50s level in the coming weeks. But that might be another reason to set up to go higher. So it's kind of a catch-22. I just got a message from Crypto Airborne live that CKB will be able to stake it on Voyager, which is cool. So I'm interested in seeing what some of those percentages are, because that would really draw me back to the platform. I love Voyager, not for CKB at this moment, but if they're going to introduce staking or something like that, I think that would be huge. Back to CKB though, I think, guys, we just have to wait, see what Bitcoin does. I think we just have to wait and see what CKB does. Obviously, CKB is going to react probably along the same lines as Bitcoin if it takes a little bit of a dump. So let's just say Bitcoin does take a dump. We may see CKB come down for a retest of this 200 moving average at around 0.021 cents worst case scenario. So I do think that if the bottom falls off, this 2-cent level is going to be our next safety net to stand our ground. So hopefully that's not the case, but nonetheless, here we are updating every day on CKB, because we're all hardcore like that. So big shout out to everyone. If you could please smash that like button, I would totally appreciate it. It's the easiest way to help the channel, and I do appreciate all of you for watching these videos. I appreciate all the Patreons. Thank you so much for the support. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon, it's $3 a month. Get your name, YouTube channel name, or business name up on this banner. Peace out. I'll try to get some more videos out today on some other crypto. I've just been, folks, it's been a crazy business week for me. It's just been really tough to really get anything done here. So I do apologize the last few days. I've only been dropping like a video, but we'll get some more out here over the weekend for sure. But all right, I'm done blabbing. We'll see you guys on the next one.